Hello students, last class we have discussed about the work done. Today we are going to discuss one term that is very familiar to you. From lower classes you have learned why do we need food. Children, you know we need food to get energy. Okay, then what is energy? Why we need this energy? For doing activities we need energy. If you don't have food you will be tired, you cannot listen to classes, you cannot study well. All these things you know, children. Today we are going to discuss energy in physics. Let us see the concept of energy in physics. Here you can see what is energy, how to define energy. Ability to do work, that is called energy, or capacity to do work, that is called energy. Children, you know, if we have one object and that is at rest, if you want to move this object, what you have to do? You have to apply a force on this object. Then due to your force, what will happen to this object? This object will move. There we discussed about the work done. Due to that force, if the object is moving, we can say work is done. Here, if you are applying the force, then you are doing that work applied by you on this object. Okay, children. So, if you want to apply a force on this object, you need energy. If you don't have energy, you cannot do that there. Okay, children. So, how to define this energy? It is very simple to define. Ability to do work or capacity to do work, that is called energy. Then here you can see anything which is able to do work is said to possess energy. Okay, anything which is able to do work. If an object can do work, we can say energy is there. Energy is there, then only it can do that work. You know about you can think, children, for doing activities. You are attending classes now. Without food, how can you sit there? You are not able to listen anything. Why? Means no energy there. Without energy, we can't do anything. That's why we are saying ability to do work. I told you, children, in our physics, concept of work is different from our daily life. So here, if the object is moving, we can say work is done. For moving that object, we have to apply a force. For applying that force, we need energy. So here we can say anything which is able to do work is said to possess energy. Then here, the object which does the work loses energy, and the object on which the work is done gains energy. Here, if you are applying force, that time what is happening to your energy? You are losing your energy. That much energy this object is getting. So we can say the object which does the work loses energy, and on which the work is done, that object is gaining that energy. Here, children, one question: how does an object with energy do work? We are saying capacity to do work is energy. Then how can we say how does an object with energy do work? Here you can see a ball. Imagine another one ball that is rolling over the ground. Here I am taking this as first one. This is the second one. This ball is rolling over the ground and hitting on this second ball. What will happen to this ball? The second ball will move. If the second ball is moving, we can say work is done. Okay, here due to the force applied by this first ball only, the second ball can move. Okay, now this first ball is moving and hitting on the second ball. This is moving, no? Then we can say this object is possessing energy. That's only it can apply a force on the second object. Okay, then what is happening here? If this first body is hitting on the second body, what is happening there? It is transferring, the first object is transferring energy to the second object. Okay, due to that energy only, the second object can move. That's why we can say, children, an object with energy can do work. Here for this first object, energy there. Okay, that hit with the second object, that is applying a force on the second object. Due to this force, what happened to second object? That moves for a distance. At the time of hitting, what is happening? The energy from this first object transferring to the second object. That's why I told you here the work is done by first object. Okay, work done on second object. Work is done by first object means we can say this object loses energy. Work is done on the second object. That object gains energy. Due to that energy only this object can move. Okay. What is the SI unit of energy? You know children, SI unit of work done is joule. Here also the same unit. You know ability to do work is energy. We can measure this energy. There also we can express this energy in terms of joule. Joule is the SI unit of energy, same as that of work done. Work done you know. For work done also joule is the unit. Here how to define on joule of energy? The energy required to do 1 joule of work is called 1 joule of energy. Children, you know sun is the main source of energy. Then also we are using different forms of energy. Most of our energy sources we are derived from sun. All these things you know children. Here you can see some forms of energy: light energy, sound energy, mechanical energy, thermal energy, electric energy, magnetic energy there, wind energy, nuclear energy, solar energy, chemical energy. Now we are going to discuss about mechanical energy. Let us see what is mechanical energy. Children, here we can see mechanical energy. The word mechanical, what do you mean by this? We can connect this word mechanical to motion. So, if an object is moving, that is possessed with an energy, then we can say that as mechanical energy. But children, here you have to know about two terms: kinetic energy and potential energy. Kinetic energy and potential energy. These two energies together we can say mechanical energy. Then how to define this mechanical energy? Mechanical energy is the total amount of kinetic energy and potential energy. That is, mechanical energy is equal to kinetic energy plus potential energy. Kinetic related to motion, potential, there we have to say about the position. Think children, one object is there and that object is moving there means moving object means that is moving through this path. For that object, mechanical energy there, kinetic energy there we have to discuss about potential energy. Next classes you can see how can we connect that potential energy and kinetic energy there. Okay children, now you should know what is mechanical energy. Mechanical energy is the sum of kinetic energy and potential energy. The energy possessed by an object due to its motion, that is called kinetic energy. The energy possessed by an object due to its position, that is called potential energy. Okay, together we can call this as mechanical energy. Mechanical energy is the sum of kinetic energy and potential energy. Okay children, next class we will discuss kinetic energy. Then we have to derive an equation for kinetic energy. Okay, thank you children.